This is Dead Serious, a show about short horror stories worthy of discussion. I'm Dead Palette, and I'm reading an SCP entry, Battle Buddy Borns. Today at this moment in non-time, we're going to be taking a look at SCP-2506. As always, links are in the description to the story itself. Let's get into this entry. Item number SCP-2506. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-2506 is to be housed in an L-type humanoid anomaly containment cell, or HACC, fitted with a Sporzewski-grade constructed stability seal, CSS. A full audit of CSSes attached to an SCP-2506 specimens HACC is required before testing and/or interviewing can be authorized. All testing and/or interviewing is to be conducted remotely, with SCP-2506 remaining in its HACC at all times. One or more CSS may be disabled for testing purposes. So the stuff about an L-type humanoid anomaly containment cell, or HACC, is pretty standard. There's nothing really weird about that. There's like references to it. There's a hyperlink there to explain what exactly that is and everything. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a chamber where you house a human-like SCP. However, this Sporzewski-grade constructed stability seal, or CSS, is not explained at all. So maybe we will get an idea of what that is further, but we know that we shouldn't be around SCP-2506 and can only interview them remotely because of some sort of potential danger or contamination. Though not anomalous in of itself, the current SCP-2506-1 is to be considered part of this project and is to remain with SCP-2506 at all times. The original SCP-2506-1 is to remain in a secure storage locker. So it's unclear from this alone whether SCP-2506-1 is the humanoid in question, or whether that's something that changes. It seems as though they're saying that it changes over time, and that SCP-2506-1 is to remain in a secure storage locker, perhaps separate from SCP-2506 proper? Let's get into the description and find out. SCP-2506 is a female Korean-American child named Sarah Myo, born 2006-08-05. SCP-2506 presents with a Type D (I) reality manipulation ability, enabling it to displace and transport objects to its current location using vocal commands. SCP-2506 is not able to affect non-existent material, nor is it able to affect organic material, living or deceased. Although SCP-2506 shows an aptitude for mechanical and electrical engineering uncharacteristically advanced for its age, it is not believed to be anomalous in nature. So Sarah Myo here sounds a lot like a student that should be at the Xavier Academy for Gifted Mutants or something along those lines. She kind of feels like an X-Men, and in that vein, she has something that is bordering on a superpower, an advanced understanding of mechanical and electrical engineering. That's cool. It's just outshadowed by the fact that she can move shit with her voice. So is SCP-2506 going to break out and fight the politicians that are anti-muties? The current SCP-2506-1 is a non-anomalous stuffed crocodile. SCP-2506 refers to as Niles. Oh, that's adorable. SCP-2506 utilizes SCP-2506-1 as a focus object, believing SCP-2506-1 is an instrument to the correct functioning of its abilities. Tests have ruled this out. To activate its anomalous properties, SCP-2506 requests one or more objects from SCP-2506-1. These then materialize within 10 to 30 ms at a random location within, ms, they mean meters, within 1.5 meters of SCP-2506. In rare cases, objects requested have materialized inside other objects or elements of the environment, such as walls or furniture. So she has this pet stuffed crocodile named Niles, and she is acting as though Niles is like her stand ability. Like, she's getting her superpowers from Niles. Now, it's unclear whether, from this alone, whether she's putting on a ruse and like this is a character that she's playing up, where she is this naive child that believes the crocodile is the source of her powers, even though the SCP Foundation has ruled that out, or whether she genuinely believes that the crocodile is the one that is fetching these objects for her. That either way is an interesting idea for a character. Addendum 2506-01, Preliminary Containment and Recovery of Niles. It actually says recovery notes. I don't know why I said that. SCP-2506 was recovered from Spring Grove, Minnesota on 2015-09-07 after local authorities recovered reports of unknown parties degrading? Oh, drag racing, but they did it as one word instead of spacing it out, so it looks really weird. Drag racing. Drag racing should have a space in there, buddy. On an isolated stretch of road, responding units then found SCP-2506 traveling at speeds in excess of 150 kilometers per hour in a scratch-built vehicle powered by a TJ-100 turbojet engine and containing parts from a motorized lawnmower, a go-kart, a bicycle, and several burnt playing cards. Subsequent detainment, SCP-2506 showed evidence of anomalous properties when several items spontaneously materialized in the office of Spring Grove Police Department, including several beverages, a comic book, a recent issue of Power Engineering magazine. A Foundation containment team was dispatched to when communications about these events was intercepted by a listening post, and preliminary containment was effected with minimal impact to witnesses. Oh boy, I have a million things to say about this, and all of them are positive. That is one, fucking hilarious. Two, this is how you write an icon character. This is like grounded in such an interesting way, where Sarah Myo is this interesting, original, empowered little girl that the world is trying to keep down. As the SCP Foundation wants to contain her, the police want to contain her. She's she's a Korean American, and part of the Korean culture here in America are imported sports cars for drag racing purposes. And the idea that she would be exposed to that at a young age and then be like, man, fuck those import cars, I'm gonna build my own shit right here, is hilarious. The fact that she gets bored at this police station is like, I need a soda, I need a comic book, and like, I need an issue of Power Engineering. This is like a really strongly built character, and the idea that she is just like, she's kind of like Stewie from Family Guy, just like this genius child that is just ahead of her time and has all of these savant-like abilities. It's hilarious. And the description of how she built this really scratch-built vehicle is hilarious. And there's burnt playing cards in there. Why? Just because she fucking felt like it. I'm assuming that the bicycle wheels had playing cards on them, but then they got like burnt up in the jet engine. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. The idea that she would build this just by like stealing shit from wherever she wants. She just steals it, just brings it to her, and I always brings it to her. Oh man, I'm enthralled with this entry. The sudden disappearance of the TJ-100 turbojet engine was later determined to have caused the crash of an experimental ultralight aircraft in Gilze region, the Netherlands, several days prior to initial containment. Counter-information protocols were implemented according to the standard procedure Addendum 2506 Inc-01. Management Summary of Incident Report 2506-Inc Rep V3.22-AES. Ooh, that was a mouthful. On 2015-09-08, during the first attempt at SCP-2506's intake, it expressed a desire to see its mother. Subject did not appear. Intake was then rescheduled for later that day. I wonder how they recovered her if, she has this ability to build this jet engine, drag racing car from scratch. Wonder how they caught her. Did she, wreck it or something? Anyway, when they say subject did not appear, I wonder if they're saying the mother or her, was she, being requested at the Foundation? And she was like, if I can see my mother? Or was she at the Foundation and asked to see the mother, but the mother didn't appear? Little unclear, but Addendum 2506.Intel.01 SCP-2506 Intake DD 2015-09-08. Interviewer Dr. Langston Keys, herefore referred to as LK. Interviewed Sarah Myo, SCP-2506. Timestamp Wednesday 09 September 2015. 2 o'clock, 24 minutes, 30 seconds GMT. LK, hi Sarah, I'm Sophie. How are you doing? Sarah, I'm okay, miss, I guess, but I don't know where I am. I was with Officer Mackle, and then I don't remember a bit, and then I was here. LK, you can call me Sophie. We're friends here. You're part of it, you're in a sort of hospital. We take care of children with really great talents. You have one of those, don't you? Sarah shrugs. I don't know. I'm good with building stuff. Dad says I'm going to work for NASA building rockets someday. I like racing better, though. Oh, this little girl wants to go fast. LK laughs. We noticed that, yes, but I wasn't talking about building stuff, really. That engine that you used for your... Sarah, you mean what I was racing when Officer Mackle yelled at me to stop? Okay, so she just, complied immediately. Is something wrong, officer? Do you need to see some identification? LK, yes, the engine that you used for that. Where did you get it? Sarah, Niles got it for me. Holds up stuffed toy. Niles is really good at getting me stuff. LK, that's a cool crocodile toy you have there. How long have you had him? Sarah, Niles isn't a toy. Niles is my friend, and I've met him. I've had him since I was born, I think. My mom says I got him from Uncle Ben when I was born. LK, of course. And you talk to Niles, and he brings you things you ask for? Sarah, yes, but he can't bring me pets that went away for good, and he can't bring me, my mom or dad either. I tried, but it didn't work. I don't understand why Niles won't bring my parents. LK, you'll see your mother and dad soon, I promise. We just need to make sure that we understand what Niles does. Sarah, Niles is special. LK, yes he is, isn't he? Say, can I borrow Niles for a little while, Sarah? Sarah, why? He's my Niles. LK, never mind, Sarah. It's not important. Well, I'll make sure you get some stuff to play with. All you have to do is wait and play. So this answers some of the questions that I had. It was the mother that she asked for and didn't appear. So she came into the SCP Foundation from the police station, which she was compliant with. And the reason that they have the ability to control her or contain her at all is because the stuffed animal, she believes that is the source of her powers. So if they contain the stuffed animal, if they contain Niles, then she doesn't believe that she has the power, even though the testing that the SCP Foundation has done suggests that the power is within Sarah Myo, not Niles. Following the intake, SCP-2506-1 was removed from SCP-2506 HACC during her first night in containment. Tests revealed no anomalous properties, but SCP-2506-1 was replaced with an identical copy to rule out that the suspected anomalous properties were tied to SCP-2506-1. And that's pretty conclusive proof right there. That's, placebo effect 101. Bibliography, Clef A. Choi Zimmermern TS, A Modest Proposal, A Classification of Reality Fracturing and Manipulation Abilities in Humanoid Anomalies, redacted, 4th edition, Scientific Critics Press, 2005. So I love Sarah Myo and her pet Niles. They work great together. This is a really interesting, cute story that isn't a revenge fantasy, isn't about power, isn't about grossing people out and murder. Instead, it's just a great little story about a little Korean girl who likes building her own drag racing vehicles. That is wonderful. She does have to be under containment, though, because she killed a bunch of people in a plane crash. But that bibliography thing is interesting and changes my perspective on the SCP Foundation slightly, because if this is a Scientific Critics Press, that's a scientific journal in this universe that is being published publicly, then I wonder how private the SCP Foundation actually is. Am I really wrong in my judgment of thinking that the SCP Foundation is a private thing? Is a hidden Illuminati type organization that wants to keep these anomalous things unknown to the public? Where exactly is that line? And if I am wrong about that and you have some sort of information that I can read, please post it in the comments. Again, I do not claim to be an expert on the SCP Foundation. I just enjoy reading these stories and critiquing them. I like the writing circle aspect of it. So, there you have it. SCP-2506. Really strong SCP. Probably one of my favorites. Now, if you enjoyed that, consider helping out the community and supporting my channel. You can support the community by conversing in the comments below and going to creativehorror.com. That's creativehorror.com for more horror-based podcasts like Darkly Lit, a monthly podcast that delves into horror literature, like an online book club. Each month they read a different short novel, graphic novel, or publicly available online story. You can follow me on Twitter and Tumblr down below in the description. Thank you so much for your time, and now on to our sponsor at this non-moment in time. Dedotated Wham. Dedotated Wham. How much do I need for a server?